YouTube land. My name is Wildboy569 now. Welcome back to another story time episode thing. Now, I'm in another poll a couple days ago asking which of the two stories did you want to hear first? Would you want to hear my first ever concert or my first kiss? And most of the majority voted, when people voted, the majority of the people said first kiss. So I'm going to tell you the story about my first kiss or my first girlfriend in general, and I will just tell you about what happened to them or I've spoken to them since and all that. So I'm going to get how it works. So back in 2012, I left public school and I went to a therapeutic day treatment school where they focused on therapy or counseling, wherever you are, and schoolwork. And we're more focused on therapy and getting your help. They say help, but the place was a fucking joke. And they would help you with the schoolwork and all that. Now, the first class I was in, I would have major issues in there because all we just did in there was work. No gym, no breaks, no nothing. From 8 o'clock to about 9:30, we would have 1 5-minute break and go downstairs to the bathroom. And then we would spend 10:45 the next 2.5 hours just working on the fucking math sheet that the teacher gave out every single day. And I think I was in that class for about 2 or 3 months, and they have a schedule where you're supposed to go to gym. I'll have at least 30 minutes of gym every day. The teacher, I think I was in that class for about 2.5 months, and I think I only went to gym like twice out of that time. And they also have other classes got to have snack time or whatever, like you get a bag of chips or check mix or all that, and we didn't have that either. So it was just a really bad. And with me, I have to move around. I stim a lot. I get bored easily and all that. So, and then I would get mad, and I would be causing scenes every single day because I had to move around and nothing was working. Not to mention the group therapist that would come in, take us to group therapy every day for about an hour and a half. That was boring as well because he would be on the same subject for at least 45 minutes. And the group therapy was an hour and a half every day. And then I had enough about it, and it was just getting really, really worse. They were threatening to take me to the inpatient therapy to where I would stay at the hospital and not go home and all that. So the therapist said, we're not doing that. We're going to move you to another class where you're able to get all the stuff you need. And I was in that class for the rest of the year. When I moved back to that class, there was way different other people. There was 2 girls in there, not all together, but there was 2 girls, and they had and the other girls. This one girl, I can't say, I don't want to be mean, but she was kind of like not all there. She was like schizophrenic or also on the autism spectrum. She would talk a lot, go 90 to nothing and all that, make people uncomfortable and all that. And and she had a crush on me, and I actually knew that even like a month before I went back into that classroom, because when I was at lunch, we had lunch. There was like 20 people, like 15 people in each class, so we all had lunch at the same time. And then I was sitting at the other table. I was at this table, and they were at the table over. And I hear some people saying, "Well, I think that guy's cute." I looked over, and she was like looking at me, because I'm like, okay, so if I go back in there, she was gonna probably do that. And so when I went back to that classroom for the summer program, because yes, I had to go to the summer program as well. So, but I only went 3 days a week, and this everybody, at least the girls, wanted me to get together with this girl, and I'm like, okay, I'll talk to her and all that. And I just didn't like her the same way. And keep in mind, it was very rare back then when somebody had a crush on me, because I look completely different now. Because I had a shaved head. I would wear Walmart thrift store fucking clothes that never matched. If you just see old Facebook pictures or old pictures from me, I was an ugly piece of shit. I never had hair grow out this long. I never went to the mall, bought shirts. All my clothes were from Walmart or the dollar store or thrift store and all that. And so it's very rare for a girl to have a crush on me. And so this went on for about a week, and I had enough. So when another girl came, she goes, "Hey, Colton." I turned around, there was this girl and another girl, and I said, "I do not like her. Stop with this shit." And I got mad, and she, quote unquote, was scared of me. Why should you be scared of me? I'm not a fucking psycho. And then so that person who had a crush on me, I did not get together with, luckily. And however, there was this other girl that I kind of talked about who who thought I was good looking as well. So we went on a field trip to a park, and we rode the train around the park. And they had a rule where where girls and guys couldn't sit with each other because they were like weird stupid shit. And we were at the park. This girl that I was the girl had a crush on me. Now, completely different girl had a crush on me. She brought her friend. She goes, "Hey, Colton, this person wants to know if you like them." I'm like, "This again?" And then I said, "Okay, who is it?" She said, "This person." I'm like, "Okay, this person's kind of cute." And I didn't give an answer right away. And I told the guy, I said, "Go tell her if she likes me, and if she gives me an answer, I'll give her an answer." That was a smart move. That was a smart move for 14-year-old Wildboy. That was a smart move. That's something I would never, I've never done. So I said, "Okay, go. You tell her. You go ask her if she likes me, and if she gives me an answer, I'll give you an answer." Simple as that. And so we went to when we got back to the school. I asked her if she liked me. She goes, "Yes." And I asked her, "Okay, you want to go out and all that?" She goes, "Sure." We dated through the week. We only saw each other in school because she lived in 3 towns over. I lived in the town over. We were connecting school. So we got together twice. We got together, broke up, and got back together again, and then broke up. But the first time, we did not kiss at all or barely hold hands because they had a rule to where you weren't allowed to hold hands. You weren't even allowed to date in general. You weren't allowed to have girlfriends, boyfriends, and all that too. And you had to be friends with everybody. If you didn't, you would have to write sentences or whatever. But it was just a joke of a place. So this girl said that she was friends with. Oh, this person likes someone else better. It was my friend I was with. She ended up breaking up with me, getting together with my friend, and I was just miserable for that weekend. And I was mad and irritated to where I threw my food down to the floor because I was mad. And we had another field trip that following Monday to a juvenile detention center because that's a smart place for 14, 15-year-olds to go. And so we ended up going to another park. I remember going back to the class the next morning right before. I was just leaning my head down, and the fucking girl asked me if I was okay. I'm like, well, other than breaking up with me Friday to go date my friend I'm with, yeah, I'm absolutely tip-top shape. So they ended up, I kind of not talked to her for a while. And so when the school started back up, we were in the class and all that. Luckily, we had a completely different teacher. We had a guy teacher, and we would go spend 2 hours in this class and go downstairs to the other class. And we have gym break and all that stuff. So I think it was the last week of August of 2013. We were dating, and I asked her, "Hey, have you ever kissed anybody?" Before she goes, "Yeah, once in 3rd grade." I'm like, "Oh, I haven't kissed anybody." I'm like, "Do you want to be my first kiss?" She goes, "Okay, yeah, sure." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And because if we would have kissed in public like that in front of the teachers or staff and all that, they would have had a fucking field day. So I had my friend that I was with, he said, when we all go to the bathroom, don't go to the bathroom because we all go to the bathroom together. You're not allowed to go up and leave, go to the bathroom unless you're in a group. And so when we went to the bathroom break, I went to go to the fountain, which was in the gym. She came to the gym as well. Nobody else is in there, and we was a quick smooch like that. When we came back, the teachers were a little bit skeptical. What we all doing was like, I was getting a drink and all that, and I was so excited about it. It was funny because my first kiss ever. I can remember my lips felt tingly for the rest of the fucking day, and I was in a good mood for the rest of the fucking day. Obviously, I was 14, had my first kiss. That's a win and all that. And then I asked her if we can kiss again. The next day I asked her, "Can we kiss again?" She says no. And then I just felt like things weren't working out. So the second time I broke up with her. And she didn't even care. And so she ended up getting discharged and going back to public school that October of 2013. And I was stuck in the place up until next August. Never had another girlfriend in that place. Never kissed another girl in that place. I was considered a bully for when I stand up for myself and all that. So I kind of lost. She didn't have Facebook at the time. So when she left the therapeutic day treatment school, I lost touch of her. I remember her very last day, and I was just because I left. She left before I left, so I was there when we all said goodbye and all that. It was just heartbreaking, and all that. So I ended up going back home. I was able to go home like 30 minutes later. So I remember going to my grandparents' that night to stay the night, and stay the night that same night. And I was just thinking, man, I probably will never see this girl again. luckily, she ended up getting a Facebook that March of 2014. I was still in the therapeutic room. And keep in mind, she had a shaved head too, but she was good looking though. She had a shaved head too, but her hair grew down to where about as I was long now. And so we kind of like not talk to each other. I sent her a friend request after I left that place. She did not accept it. I think she even blocked me, but she ended up making another Facebook, and she sent me a friend request. There, we talked maybe once or twice, asking her, "You remember me?" and all that. It was just kind of like really awkward and all that. We're still friends on Facebook. Sometimes she'll like a post and all that. So, and then she Valentine's Day 2000, she was dating with this guy for a long time. And then like in February 2018, she ended up getting engaged. That engagement broke up. She broke up with the guy she was engaged with and dated another guy. And now she has 2 kids. And she's having an on and off relationship with the guy she has the 2 kids with. So basically, me on the other hand, I've had many other kisses as well. My secondary kiss was junior year. I had my second kiss when I was dating a girl. I was a junior and she was a freshman. And that was probably a 2-week relationship. And then I ended up I didn't have another third kiss until till I got into college, which that kiss led to a makeout section with a girl I met that night, because we were going to a festival down into another college about 3 hours away, and I bunked with my best friend from college, and this girl made accommodations with another girl that was in the choir group of the college. So we ended up talking. She said she had a crush on me, and I just got out of a 2-month long distance relationship. This was like literally like days afterwards. We broke up like literally a day or 2 before we left for that festival. And so we were talking. I said, "Yeah, I'm bummed out." She goes, "Oh, what can I do to make you feel better?" I go, "You want to make out?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." So we made out for about a few seconds, and then we kissed a couple of times. Held hands during the shows and all that. So, and then she ended up moving to Texas. Have been together with that person, has got together with another person, and they ended up having a kid, and she's in the same relationship. She's been in for 4 years. And the last girl I kissed was back in 2018 on my 19th birthday. Actually, I lost my virginity on my 19th birthday, but we are gonna save that for another story. But that is pretty much it for the video. That's pretty much for my first kiss and all that. I don't know if you count a stripper. I had a stripper peck me on the lips or something like that. But that's pretty much it for that video. So that's pretty much the whole story about my first kiss up until all the other kisses I got. So that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you guys' first kiss ever. If you had your first kiss, if you did, how did it go? If not, why are you waiting off and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, check my social medias down below. As always, thank you guys a lot for watching. I'll see you all in the future video. Take it easy.